Hi, this is Jessica Johnson. This is my interview for Human Growth and Development over the middle age portion of my class. This is Bob Young.
Hello.
I'm going to state some facts and research that I found and then ask you some questions. So, according to Erik Erikson's theory, whom is a psychoanalysis of human development, he separated the human development into 8 different stages. The middle adulthood stage is called generativity versus stagnation, which is typically ranging from around 40 to 65 years of age. Middle adulthood is the least studied stage of life and is up to much debate about the chronological age. So it can increase to include up to 10 years. So it can range from 30 to 75 years of age. Would you agree about being in middle age? Middle adulthood?
I would say I'm middle age.
Okay.
Middle
What
age.
age are you?
I'm 47.
Okay, so when looking at the middle age generativity and stagnation, generativity refers to making your mark on the world through creating or nurturing things that will outlast an individual. Stagnation refers to being pessimistic, which they tend to see the worst in things or believe the worst will happen, and is filled with more regret when not dealing with conflicts. Would you agree with those definitions?
Yeah, I do.
How have your relationships changed with others since entering this stage of life? That includes like your spouse, your parents, your children, coworkers, and your neighbors.
I think the older you get, the more forgiving you get.
More forgiving.
I was probably a little hot-headed when I was young. Now I'm a little more forgiving.
Well, that's pretty nice. Who would you credit to making their mark on you? Who is your biggest influencer?
I'd probably say Bill Ritchie.
And who is that and what did they do?
He's a guy that I've known since I was a kid. He goes to the same church I go to, and Bill's just he's a pretty good citizen. He's just been a big influence on my life.
When looking at middle adulthood, the individuals are mostly influenced by their home life and at work. So midlife is sometimes considered to be a time of gaining expertise. It's been said that you need about 10 years of exposure to something to become an expert at it. The expert and the novice work differently. Keep in mind the expertise comes from experience. The expert seems to automatically know how to handle a situation almost as if they know because of intuition. Would you say 10 years is a pretty good way to learn about experience?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So what is your current career?
I am in the natural gas business.
Natural gas. What are some of your responsibilities in your job title?
I run a compressor station. I have 17 people under me, and we have to move gas from point A to point B.
Are you comfortable and content with your career? Why or why not?
I am.
Okay.
I am content with it.
Do you want to advance or change your career in the future?
I would like to advance just to better myself and my family, but I probably won't change my career.
Okay. Being at this stage of your life, have you planned or will you be planning your retirement?
I'm planning it.
You're planning it, in the mix of it.
I'm in the mix of it. Yes.
At what age do you hope to retire?
I would like to retire at 55.
55. Some physical signs of aging vary from individual to individual, and typically during this time they find themselves visiting their doctors more often. Some signs can include wrinkles, graying, decreased vision and hearing, weight gain, which can be harder to lose, healing takes longer, aches and pains, changes in certain kinds of moods. Women gain weight typically more in their hips and midsection, and men in their upper body and back. Arthritis tends to start around the age of 50. 14% of midlifers experience hearing loss, typically men by the age of 30 due to noisier work environments. 7% of people in their 40s have some disabilities, and 30% by the age of 60. Some of the abilities that increase include tacit knowledge. Tacit knowledge is the kind of understanding that really can't be taught. It's acquired through experience, and verbal memory increases with age. So what are some visible signs of aging that have you noticed that are happening at this time in your life?
Well, I think it's kind of rude that you brought up the weight gain part of the deal. Probably gained a little weight, harder to lose. Hair's getting a little thinner on the top, and you probably hit them all there. My eyes are not what they used to be, and my wife says I can't hear very good. I think I can hear. Yeah, I could probably say I've probably experienced all the above.
Yeah, Kevs always says that I have bad eyes, and I thought I didn't, but now look at me, I'm wearing glasses. So, since entering this stage of life, have you noticed any cognitive or intellectual decline in how you make decisions or remembering things?
Not so much on the making decisions. No, I don't really have a problem remembering stuff.
You're pretty sharp then.
Yeah.
You're sharper.
I don't think I have any problem making decisions. I don't know if they're always the right decisions, but I don't have any problem making them.
Does your family have any hereditary heart problems, cancer, hypertension, or diabetes?
No.
No, none. Well, then we can scratch my next one. Are you aware of any signs or symptoms of certain health problems? No. Lifestyle choices have a strong impact on our health status of midlife adults. Tobacco use, excessive drinking, diet, stress, physical activity. It is important to take preventive measures to enhance well-being. So with that, what lifestyle choices have had a strong impact on your health status?
Probably smoking.
Smoking?
Yeah.
What about exercise and your diet?
I used to exercise when I was young, but no, I wouldn't. I don't exercise much anymore.
Just scratch it. You're like, well, I don't know.
It's overrated.
Me too. What are some of your self-interests?
Oh, I like what do I like?
Yeah, what do you like?
I like to mess with old cars, guns, hunting, fishing, that kind of stuff.
Has it changed over the years?
It has. Since I have a son that's 17, and it seems like my hobbies and habits become what he's into. So,
okay.
Yeah, they have kind of changed a little bit over the years.
If you could change your choices from the past, what lifestyle choices would you change?
I wouldn't have started smoking.
You wouldn't start smoking?
Yeah.
A midlife crisis leaves a person feeling regret over their life choices and not meeting goals. However, research suggests that most people in the United States today do not experience a midlife crisis. In the 20th century, they deemed this stage as being the prime of life. Based on an interview with over 3,000 midlife adults, it suggests that the years between 40 and 60 are ones marked by a sense of well-being. Only 23% of those participants reported experience a midlife crisis. Do you feel that your goals are easily changed or replaced at this time of your life?
No. I think your goals always kind of change a little bit the older you get. I don't know that I would say I would change them. I mean, you just try a little harder to
get where you are.
Get where you are, yeah.
Compared to your younger years to now, have your goals changed?
Oh, sure.
How and why?
Oh, I think you always have different goals before you have kids, and then now you're a little bit more responsible.
You got to change them for them.
You want to change them for them. Yeah, you want to make sure that they have that you provide for them, and that yeah. So I'd say they probably have.
Yeah. Do you predict you will, or have you felt that you have experienced midlife crisis?
Nah.
No.
I doubt I have a midlife crisis.
No, never?
No, I don't.
Individuals experience many life-changing events or tasks. Some tasks can include, for example, the loss of parents, going through grief, launching children into their own lives, and adjusting to the empty nest. Some can even experience the boomerang effect where children return home after leaving, or becoming grandparents, caring for elderly loved ones, and fluctuating health factors. So what would you say about all of those different tasks? Have you experienced any of those tasks?
Well,
I know your kids are younger. They're 17.
17. You kind of worry about, you want to make sure they have a fair shake. You don't want them to ever come back. I mean, the caring for your parents.
Yeah.
it's easy to say when you're young that you're not going to care for them. You're going
Mhm.
to send them to the nursing home. But
Mhm.
my parents are getting a little older. My wife's parents are getting a little older. So the chances of us caring for them are real now. I mean,
Mhm.
they're in their 70s, and it's probably, do you want to?
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't in the interview say, is this going to be on YouTube or
Yeah,
anything?
it is.
Probably shouldn't say I don't want to take care of them, but that's,
Yeah.
you
It's
don't.
harder though
Sure.
because I have a grandmother who's in her 90s, and my parents live out of town, but I live next door, so
You're
I
going
have to. I have to take care of her because it's easier for me to go over and take care of her. My sister does.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I can understand where that comes from. You don't want to, but you have to.
You're going.
Yeah. What would you say is your biggest achievement so far in your life?
Oh, my biggest achievement in
Mhm.
life. I'm not in prison.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's got to count for something. I don't know. You always, you want to raise your kids to be successful, and I think I'm on the right track for that.
So your kids are your
Yeah.
biggest achievement.
Yeah.
What would you say is the most important thing in life?
Getting to heaven.
Getting to heaven. To put you on the spot, what would be something you hope to leave behind for people, like your legacy, or hopes for the generations to come?
You want to leave a good legacy. You want people to remember that you were kind and that you stepped up and helped people when they needed it. And, just do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for letting me interview you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
And that's it.